American Government Lesson 4. American System of Government. Our lesson objectives are: understand and explain the concepts of democracy, republicanism, and federalism. Understand and explain the content and purpose of Articles 1 through 7 of the Constitution. The American system of government is based upon democracy, republicanism, and federalism. What is the meaning of this statement? Democracy involves the rule of the people. Free speech, a free press, freedom of religion, and free elections are all part of the meaning of democracy. A republic is a form of government in which the people elect their rulers or representatives. This is different from a monarchy, when a ruler inherits the throne or is nominated by a group of nobles. The United States is a democratic republic. A federal system of government consists of state governments that are bound together by a national government. Authority and power are shared by the states and the national government. The United States has a federal system of government. All 50 states share authority with the federal government. The original Constitution contained a preamble and 7 articles. Today it also contains 27 amendments. The preamble states the general purposes for the Constitution was written. The articles and amendments establish the basis for government and the rights of the American people. Article 1. Article 1 deals with the legislative branch of the government. It establishes 2 houses of government, which are known as the House of Representatives and the Senate. The members of the House of Representatives are elected on the basis of state population. The larger the population, the more representatives a state has in the House. Each member of the House serves a 2-year term of office. The Senate is comprised of 2 members from each state. Senators serve a 6-year term of office. Article 1 lists the qualifications for members of the House of Representatives, the Senate, and the terms of office for each House. The method of selecting senators has changed from selection by the state legislature to direct election by voters in the state. This change was made in the 17th Amendment to the Constitution in 1913. The legislative branch, Congress, has power to pass laws and collect those taxes, borrow money, regulate foreign and interstate commerce, coin money and prosecute counterfeiters, establish post offices and national roadways, establish a federal court system, declare war and make peace, provide for and maintain national armed forces, makes all laws necessary and proper to perform its duties. This is known as the Elastic Clause, and adds to the powers of Congress. Article 1 of the Constitution also lists the powers that are denied to Congress and the federal authority. Article 2. Article 2 deals with the executive branch of the government, which enforces the laws passed by Congress. Article 2 provides for a president as the head of the executive branch. It also provides for a vice president who replaces a president who dies, resigns, or is unable to perform the duties of an office. The president and vice president are elected for a 4-year term. Article 2 lists the qualifications for the office of president, which includes being at least 35 years of age, a natural-born citizen of the United States, a resident of the United States for at least 14 years. The duties and powers of the president include commander-in-chief of the armed forces at all times, appointing the heads of executive departments. Most of these appointments must be approved by a majority of the Senate, making treaties. Treaties must be approved by a 2/3 majority of the Senate, appointing all federal judges and ambassadors to foreign countries. These appointments must be approved by a majority of the Senate, giving information from time to time on the State of the Union to the Congress. This report, known as the State of the Union Address, is made each year by the President to Congress, taking care that the laws are executed. This elastic power adds to the authority of the President when enforcing laws. In addition to these responsibilities, the President is also responsible for American foreign policy, economic health of the nation, acting as spokesperson for the nation on all matters, acting as leader and spokesperson of a political party. The President is a powerful person, but the Constitution limits those powers. Article 2, Section 4 warns that a president may be removed from office for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. No president has ever been removed from office, but Andrew Johnson was impeached in 1868. He was tried by the Senate and missed being found guilty by a single vote. Article 3. Article 3 addresses the judicial branch of the government. It states that the judicial power, if the Congress, shall be vested in one Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as the Congress may establish. The system of federal courts and the size of the Supreme Court are set forth by various judiciary acts passed by Congress. Federal judges are appointed, not elected, to office. All federal judges, including members of the Supreme Court, are appointed for life terms. This is meant to protect them from political pressures. The lowest federal courts are called district courts. Decision of the district courts may be appealed to the next higher court, the Federal Court of Appeal. The highest federal court is the Supreme Court. It is the last court of appeal concerning decisions made by the lower federal courts or the state courts. In rare instances, some special cases may be brought directly to the Supreme Court. The Constitution does not specifically give the Supreme Court the power to declare any laws unconstitutional. However, this power has come to be part of our unwritten Constitution since 1803, when it was used for the first time. Articles 4, 5, 6, and 7. Article 4 establishes the boundaries of the relations between state and federal government. It also shall guarantee to every state a republican form of government and protection against invasion or domestic violence. Article 5 sets the methods of amending or changing the Constitution. Article 6 contains several general provisions and declares that the Constitution, the laws made by Congress, and the treaties signed shall be the supreme law of the land. Article 6 also provides that no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. Article 7 establishes the method for ratifying the Constitution. What next? Take the time to go back and review the lesson on your own. After your review, complete the lesson review for the lesson and submit for grading. Remember, your submission should follow all the rules for standard written English. All submissions must be written in your own words and sources used cited at the end. How to cite sources in APA format. When you reference a source within an APA-style paper, whether it is using a direct quote, repurposing an image, or simply referring to an idea or theory, you should insert an in-text citation, the author's surname and the date of publication within parentheses, straight after a direct quote. CitationMachine.net will assist you in creating citations.